How's it going, guys? This is the Brick Wall, and today I want to talk to you about Echo, the new defensive operator in Operation Red Crow. Echo's kit consists of the Supernova shotgun, MP5 SD submachine gun, Bearing 9 submachine gun, and P229 pistol. He also has barbed wire and a deployable shield. Starting off with his MP5 SD, it is an integrally suppressed MP5 variant. Now what this means is that you can't remove the suppressor, which overall reduces the damage of the gun from what it could be, which would probably be on par with, say, like the SAS MP5. And so overall, it reduces the potency of the gun in exchange for concealing your position a little better, which could be potentially helpful to some people, but for the most part, it's not a good thing. The other thing that's interesting is that it has access to the ACOG sight, which means some very gifted people who can use ACOG sights effectively, just like irregardless of what gun it's on, might be able to get some pretty dirty spawn picks using this, but for the most part I recommend the shotgun. The shotgun has very good range, and it has, you know, an acceptable rechambering time. It's kind of slow, but the stopping power makes up for it. Plus, you have access to the machine pistol, which allows you to make up for that range difference that you might lose by using the shotgun. Now, if we transition over to looking at his gadget, it is effectively a defensive drone, but it doesn't function like a drone. What happens is that you drive it around and you stick it to the ceiling. And from there, you can shoot this disorienting sonic wave at people. And what it doesn't hurt them in any way, and it doesn't really do much other than mildly inconvenience them. And so it's already not nearly as effective as, say, like a Capcan trap or even a Valkyrie camera, because your teammates can't look through it. And plus Valkyrie gets 3 of them, you only get 1. The other beauty of this thing is that once you start shooting people with this sonic wave, they can very easily find you, even though there's a cloaking effect on the drone, but it's not that terribly hard to see. And so what ends up happening is that you hit someone with your disorienting bolt, wave, whatever you want to call it, and then it gets shot. I mean, if you can see, it's a very disorienting effect. Like, this is puke-worthy depending on how close you are to the screen and how engaged you are. But it just forces you to back up for a few seconds and really nothing more. And so the only way to get this thing to work would be to use it to gather intel and disorient people, but communicate really well with your team. And so you could pass intel along of where things are. And also, if you, say, hit someone with one of these bolts and disoriented them, you could, say, tell a roamer and be like, hey, there's a dude over here that's disoriented. Can you clean him up for me? That kind of thing. But it requires very good timing, very good placement, and very good communication. And the odds of those 3 things coming together are very slim. Plus the fact that the drone is kind of weak on its own, I tend to categorize it as a very weak gadget. So, all in all, to kind of synthesize this information, his kit is pretty average. The machine pistol makes it pretty good, but it's brought down by the fact that his primary, like, SMG is kind of weak. So, he's pretty average, and his gadget is not great. And so what it kind of comes down to is, after the whole hype fest goes through and everybody's sick of, you know, trying out the DLC characters, most people are going to stop playing Echo. And what's going to end up happening is very few people will probably pick him up and become very good with him, but for the most part, people won't use him. I mean, the most useful thing I could find for him was dancing with this drone. And to give you an idea, when I was trying to get footage for this video, I had to basically fight people to play as Hibana. I didn't have to fight people to play as Echo, which signals to me that people already do not like him as much as Hibana. And so with that, I'm going to leave you guys with a clip of an ace that I got in a favela using Echo. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope you liked the video. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.